morning from base camp, fishing freaks. Let's get that first sip of coffee to start the day. Today's a big day, y'all. Sun is just starting to come up right now, and we're going to be moving back south today to go down to a section of private land that is along this river that we're camping next to. I've always carried a fly rod when I've come up here, if I'm elk hunting or just camping by the lake, to just kind of dabble in it. I've never like really studied fly fishing that much. It's just, you know, from what I'd known as a kid, and you whip it out there catching bluegills, and I'm lucky enough to get a few trout every once in a while on it. But I've really been studying a lot over this summer, and I've got two fly rigs set up. I've got a Euro nymphing rig, which we'll get into, and also just a regular standard floating fly rig. So this is going to be the most intense fly fishing day that I've ever put myself into. I've actually already got my feet wet and gotten a few trout on the line, so I've got some confidence. But today we're gonna pay someone to fish on their private land. So in this area, there's just sections of private land that work through the BLM land and all that. There's fly fishermen everywhere. So the opportunity to get on a section that has a little less pressure and we hear has some bigger fish, I'm really excited about. I want to really get into a fish where I'm like, it feels like a log. I've never gotten into a big fish on a fly. We're talking light line. This is going to be exciting stuff. So let's pack up the trucks, let's head to the river, and let's start our banger fly fishing day. All right, folks, we just got dropped off here at the spot. It's this section of river. It's a couple of 100 yards long. Kids, don't be throwing rocks in the river. We don't want to scare these trout. The crazy part was when we were coming in, the guy that took us down here, he said, how big is your net? And I was like, I don't know, about this big. What's that? You already see one? Don't spook him.
You see him?
No.
Oh my gosh, that's a giant.
Where is he?
Oh my gosh, it's a giant rainbow.
Look, he's right there.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
swimming that way.
Okay, let's try not to spook that
Nobody
one off.
throw him.
Dude, 30-inch rainbow right here. I'm dead serious. Right in front of the kids.
Where is it, Daddy? I don't see him.
Well, it already shot. Oh, it's right here. Right here.
I see it.
Oh yeah, right there.
I see it.
25 at least. Oh, that's
Yep. You see him?
See, that's every bit of-
Swimming that way.
it's a giant. That's 20.
Oh,
that's 26er right there.
I see
27.
I see
Dude, it's
it.
like this.
It's huge.
So the guy asked how big our net was. Not big enough to fit that one in there, I could tell you that right now. My buddy Lance has a little bit bigger net than I do. If we get one of those on, it is going to be the fight of a lifetime. I'm shaking. My fishing freak nerves are going crazy right now, guys. He did mention they eat a lot of dries out here, a lot of dry flies, which is exciting. There's 3 of them sitting there.
They're huge.
Yeah.
All of them are
See
huge.
it?
I feel like they're huge.
Oh my gosh. There's giants sitting right here.
You see them?
Absolute giants. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Yeah, we are not prepared for this
Let's go
size
suit
fish, man. If that doesn't get you pumped, I don't know. That's like walking up on a beautiful stump field and just seeing 9-pounders just sitting on the base of the stumps.
Like it gives you, like, you know they're in here. You know, you go fish
100%.
water and like, I don't know if there's fish in here. Like, it's on us to catch them.
They do see a lot of pressure.
Maybe they know the pressure of the storms coming in, the weather.
That's true. That's true. We got a big storm coming in tomorrow. I'm not even sure if we'd be able to fish here or even get down here with all the mud. All those are PBs for me.
Dude, those things, Those things won't fit in this thing.
I know.
Dude,
That's why he said
26
make me 2
inches right
nets.
here.
Oh my gosh. Dude,
26
you're right.
inches. Look at
You're
this.
right.
It ain't gonna fit in there. Well, let's.
Should we go get the bigger net?
I mean, we'll worry about it. We gotta first get them on the line. I'm soon done.
All right, guys, let's open it up and see what we're working with. What kind of fly do I want to throw? Do I want to go big or do I want to go kind of smaller right here? Let's go with a mid-size. All right, we're going to start off naked, just going with this. And I may go down in size for not getting any bites. And I may need to add some weight to that. Once we get out here, we'll see what the flow is really doing and see how it feels. But let's get started. All right, buddy, what are you thinking? I started on with like a size you were going with yesterday. Just gonna try to sneak in here, see if we see any trout. It's actually hitting bottom right there, so that's good. Just have one?
I'm on one. Come on, baby. Justin! Oh no!
Did you see the fish? No, I mean, did you see him before you caught him? I like this flow rate. This flow looks good right here. Dude, my heart is like pounding. What did you get that bite on? The purple, that purple one? I went with just a little copper john. I may get in here. Oh, there's a big one. Big one you just spooked.
Where'd it go?
Hang on, dude. We need to fish this before we
Go across?
Yeah, they're in the little deep buckets. Holy, I see a big one. All right. Come on, baby. Present the fly. This is looking good. It's a good little break right here between these two riffles, I suppose. These are giants. Oh, there we go. I'm on. I'm on. We're on. Biggin. Come on, baby. Woo, there we go. Oh, he running. I don't know if this is the same fish I saw, but this is a big one. Dude, I might need your net.
I've had 3 and I lost them already.
Really?
Yeah, they come up, we have to walk down.
Oh, man, he's in the current.
Yeah.
It's right here. He's coming towards me.
Let your drag go. That's how I lost mine.
All right, we're in good position here.
Oh yeah, that's good trout.
Oh, baby, yeah! Let's go!
Dude!
Giants! Holy cow. I was sitting there staring at one for like 10 minutes, and then I didn't see this one, but he's the one that got it. The other one I think was bigger. Dude, that's a slob. That's 20 inches.
Yeah, it might be a little bit more. Yeah, 20, yeah.
All right, let me.
Hold it.
Yeah, I want to get a good photo with this guy in the river. I'm shaking, dude.
So, well, dude, you should see me. I'm telling you, I hooked in one of those 26ers. It took off, and I lost him like that.
Just jumped and gone.
Just took off, gone. This is my fish. Here. Keep him in the water.
Holy smokes, guys. Look at this rainbow. That is a
Give me
giant.
your GoPro.
Still rolling right now. Get a little bit of video and then we'll get a pic. That's what it's all about right here, guys. Lance, I think we made a good decision.
Dude.
I'm scared to take him out.
If he's not ready, he's not ready.
Oh my gosh, look at this thing. Look at this thing, guys. That is a magnum.
It's 20 inches.
Let's put him right here.
Yeah.
Yep.
A 20,
right at 20.
20 plus, yeah. He laid him flat, I think it's 20 plus.
Maybe. All right, let's get a sick photo of this guy, and then we'll let him go.
Well, you also got to like wear him
All
out
right.
too here.
Well, guys, I let go of the fish before I was trying to get a photo. I barely got a photo, and he took off on me. So,
Dude, 20 incher, bro.
dude, a 20 incher
Dude.
to start it out. That is awesome. And Lance has already had 3, you said?
I've had one smaller and one about that size, and then I got one of those 26 plusers, and it literally took off, and I instantly came out of his mouth. It was massive.
What on? What are you throwing?
That like Lane Segan thing.
I just switched flies. I broke off and I switched.
What'd you break off on a rock? That little thing.
Yeah. Okay, got a little pink in it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm throwing a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
I think that's another. It's a Prince nymph though, similar. And I just put a little bit of weight above it. And I was looking at another fish, dude, that was bigger. And he wouldn't move, and then
there's no bite. It just goes in their mouth.
yeah, it just stopped.
Yes.
It just stopped. And
All
I was
3
like,
of them, and then just there's no bite. It just stops.
yeah.
I'm going.
I'm gonna walk down here with you, guys. That's what we came here for. 20-inch plus rainbow trout, my PB, and Euro nymph fly. That is incredible. So I think we're gonna Euro nymph this morning while it's kind of cold, and as it gets warmer and the bugs start coming out, then we'll switch up maybe to a dry fly, a hopper. That'd be just incredible to see one of those come up and eat on top. So this is awesome. We're going barbless here today, guys. So you got to keep the pressure on them, but just having that really light rod is key. These rocks that break up the water, this is the key. Some of these big ones, they'll sit right behind it.
Oh my gosh, I have a giant right in front of me, dude. Oh my gosh, bro.
You gotta be careful. So what mine did, he ran down river right here.
Dude, I have a giant.
Catching them and netting right away is no joke.
Yeah. Guys, I have a giant less than 10 feet from me. This is like a 30-incher. I'm sure he sees me, so. Oh my gosh. I'll try to step back a little bit. Dude, I'm staring at a 25er. This is the nice thing about euro nymphing, because you can just keep putting it in the same spot, just short little casts. And I'm just using my indicator, the sighter that I have, to see what my depth is, and I'm raising my rod and lowering it depending on where it's going. I'm just focusing on this fish because it's huge. Yeah, he doesn't want to eat. He sees me. Leave him alone. I threw like 40 casts at that one. It just wouldn't move. You were saying you're gonna let him run, or you're gonna try to net him quick?
I'm just gonna try to get him in and go down river.
This nymphing is just all sight fishing. You're looking at your line. You're trying to see the little breaks in the water. Might have just had one right there. It's hard to tell sometimes. It just stops. When you're looking at your line, you see the line moving really fast. That's not where the fish are going to hold. It's when your line starts to slow down, it's caught behind those little eddies. That's where the fish are. I'm just trying to manipulate my line to get into those spots. It's a difficult spot to fish right here, but I know there's a big one. Got him, got him, got him. We're hooked up, baby. I just saw my line stop. Oh, he's staying in the stream. It's a big one, baby. Let's go. We're gonna have to get him out of this heavy current. Oh, now he's going downstream. Oh, he come off. There you go. Giant. I couldn't tell, man. They all look big. What a fight. Oh my gosh. It is very difficult to land these fish. Barbless hook and this current. You don't want to put too much pressure on them, but can't let them just run all down the river either. Woo! That was worth the price of admission right there. I'd pay $100 for that all day. Ah, dang it. Dang it. The line broke again. Shoot. Have to put a whole new leader on. All right, guys, we're taking a little break. 10:40. Been fishing 2 hours. I've had 3 bites, and I have landed my personal best rainbow trout. The other one I hooked could have been bigger. This setup right here is so light. The leader is so light too, and it's getting tumbled in the rocks. When I go to unsnag my lure, it's breaking off, which makes me think if I hook into a really big one, like a 30-incher, which we're told are in here, and I think Lance had one that was pretty close to that, it could just break my line. So it's the big debate. Do you go down in line size to get the bites because these fish are so pressured, or do you go up and, you know, not break off? Get less bites but not break off. That's where I'm at right now on the Euro nymph situation. Let me know in the comments down below, if you're a fly guy, what is your go-to fly? Because, you know, I get questions all the time about in bass, like, what's your go-to lure? And sometimes I just want to say, like, well, it really depends on the situation. What lake are you at, what time of year. There's a lot of different variables. I'm sure that's the same with fly. But if there's one, like a black and blue jig, for me, that's just something that I love to throw, and I tie it on at a lot of different lakes. You know, a chatterbait with a you know, swim bait trailer on the back, something like that. I can go most lakes, catch fish on a jerk bait. That's something I throw year round. So if there's anything like that in the fly world where it's a year round kind of deal, or just a go-to, let me know in the comments down below. I'm going with a 5X pure fluorocarbon leader. There's no indicator right here, so we're directly tied to the fish. Sometimes they'll feel that resistance of the indicator or physically see it on top of the water, and then they won't bite. And, you know, even though this is a private stretch, it gets fished a lot. Like, it was fished yesterday. I don't think these fish are dumb by any means. Check this out, guys. Larva. Returning to the waters. All right, gotta get this. Gotta get the drift down. Changes every spot you go. You've also got to account for, you know, the line trailing behind. Oh, I got him. Oh God, I saw him eat it. I saw him eat it. I never even saw the fish. That was pretty awesome. I don't know what I could have done different there. There's another one right here. Giant. They're all giants. Got him. Little guy. Little buddy. Still an awesome fight in the current though. Wow. That is no joke. I think this is a brown. It is, it's a brown. Well, that's awesome. Wasn't expecting to catch a brown here. Look at that. Look at that fight. There we go. Right there, guys, is a beautiful brown trout. We'll get him unhooked. The kids really want to see him, so.
Hey, that's on the wrist.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
That's a pretty fish, huh?
I got a net right here. See? Got a fish.
Got a fish. Look at that pretty fish, Emmy. This is on your scavenger hunt.
Ooh, let's put it on the scavenger.
Ben wants to see. Ben wants to see.
Ooh, Mr. Fish Ben.
See those pretty orange spots?
Oh, careful, Ben.
Sometimes they're pink, sometimes they're orange.
Ooh.
What do you think about that, Betty? Is that pretty cool?
He moved. His head moved.
Wow.
What is he saying?
It's pretty neat, huh?
Uh-huh.
All right, guys, we're gonna let this fish go. Let's see which way he goes underwater. Hanging right by by the rock. Oh man, this is hard. Well guys, we just broke off the whole, almost the whole kit and caboodle here. I don't even have a tippet ring now. So we got to retie a tippet ring. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a nightmare. If you don't know what a tippet ring is, it's the tiniest thing on earth. Oh, I lost it. Holy, I just lost 2 of them. These some bitches will break your ankle right here. These some ankle breakers. Oh, there's one right there. I see him. He's a good one. Oh, he flashed on it. He wants it. He's coming back for it. Dang. Had the right drift on that one. Fish on. Finally got one, guys. I'm gonna show you what I got bit on. If I can drag this puppy over here. I think he's drag worthy. Yep. Ooh, that's a skinny one. He was hungry. So I got this guy on a stonefly larva. This is the biggest fly I've thrown up here so far. Literally second cast. I broke off 3 or 4 flies, and there's a bigger one in there, but this one, I've watched him swim over. He really wanted it, so that's a good sign. All right, buddy, I'll let you go back into the streams. Beautiful.
Drive's going. Big strike over here. Just missed him.
On dry fly?
Yes.
All right, Lance just got bit on a dry fly. That is really good news. I'm honestly getting a little tired of getting caught up in the rocks. It's getting pretty annoying. Lost a lot of flies. Oh, I got another one. Oh, he's little. God, they want that thing though. Just not the, it's not the 30 inchers we seek. Hot action though. There she blows. See, little bud. Tailgate updates. Y'all, I think I've caught 4 or 5 trout now. 1 giant PB. Started off the day right. I'm trying to get back on one of those big ones, but I've lost 8 flies getting stuck doing Euro nymphing. I just got tangled up and I said, screw it, I'm gonna come back to the truck. I'm just gonna grab my dry fly. I saw 2 fish in my last little spot that came up, they surfaced. That's the first time I've seen that. I'm seeing flies starting to fly around everywhere, grasshoppers starting to come out, and I've got tons of dry flies. My dad has collected fishing stuff, old fishing stuff for years, and he's got just thousands of dry flies. So I've got some in my pack, and you know what, I'm just not experienced throwing these things, but I'm gonna give them a whirl. And I think it'd be pretty cool to use some of my dad's really old flies that he's got out here. So you know what, these pretty much represent those little dilly whoppers that I was finding on shore. I'm gonna tie one of those big bobs on and just see what happens. This technique actually requires a little different setup. So I need a floating line instead of fishing the fluorocarbon. And right now I've got a large tapered leader on here. I'm gonna have to tie on some smaller tippet
some mono tippet. So we'll get that on here, and then we'll tie a straight dry fly, and our line is a lot heavier, the fly line itself, and that's going to enable me to actually cast out there.
We're going to do one thing before we start casting. We're going to grease it up. A little bit of this. A little bit of gunk. There we go. A little bit of gunk. Oh yeah. Now we're going purest. Dry fly on top of the water. She's just floating on down. I might actually walk down, try to find some calmer water. Oh, I just had one. Just had one. Came and licked it. This is a certified 30 mother trucking incher. Holy dickens. There ain't no way I'm tricking him. Oh my God, there's another one. Holy shiitake mushrooms. These are magnums. Magnums. I'm gonna see if I can video this trout. It's so big. This is the biggest trout I've ever seen in my life. He already sees me. He's moving. That was giant. That was the biggest one I've seen. 30 inches for sure. Oh no! Oh no, you guys missed it. I hooked up on the dry fly. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm going with him downriver. Oh, he's coming in. He's coming in right now. No, he's going up. Oh, it's not a giant, but it was the coolest bite in my life. Oh my gosh! Oh! Oh my gosh, this is crazy. This is the craziest thing ever. Come here, buddy. Just kind of hanging with him.
Looks like he's got a big one. He's struggling.
I'm coming, boy. Over with it.
Run, Lance, run. Look at that big old grin. Lance's fish, but he's excited.
It's not a giant, dude, but
It's not a giant!
dude, dude, it took me for a rip. Yeah. Dry fly. Dude, it came up, it slurped it, and took off. Oh, good. I saw him take it. Yeah, I saw him take it. I actually was not rolling. I thought I was. It came up and just, you know,
That's like the
it took off like that one you were saying.
Cast, 3 hits. On the dry, they come up. Oh,
Well, I had one right where.
right over there. I saw you get
Yeah, it just, dude, there was a 30 incher.
Oh, I know.
And he wouldn't move.
I know.
I mean, just nothing. Dude, that's crazy, bro.
It's time you get a new net.
It's time to get a new net, man. If we're gonna be catching hog jammers like that. I mean, that's a good 16.
Yeah, so she's solid too, man.
16 incher, just a brute. 16 inch rainbow trout. Two of the biggest trout of my life. Let them go. That last rainbow, I just set it over the top. That was the second biggest rainbow I've ever caught in my life. Arguably a better fight than that 20 incher. I mean, it just took off, multiple runs. Luckily, my buddy Lance was there. He kind of got in the back current, netted it for me. Just an awesome, awesome fish. Now, the kids are getting tired of being out here. Moms are getting tired of watching the kids. So we're actually going to head back to camp right now. But I would say it was definitely worth it to pay. It was $100 to come fish this 200, 300 yard stretch, something like that. I didn't even explore the whole thing. I was just trying to pick apart every little boulder. And we had the opportunities at really big ones. My buddy Lance had one that was probably one of those 30-inchers. I wish I could get close enough to film the ones underwater, but we saw with our eyes 30-inch rainbow trout in here. So big. So we really got our systems dialed in today. It was a little frustrating to get us snagged up and everything like that, but I think we got a much better idea of the flies we need to be throwing, the length of the leaders, the exact weights and everything. We're getting all that stuff dialed in to go to some other places by our river camp and then our lake camp to go keep catching fish. I don't think we're going to catch any rainbows bigger than that, but my gosh, I had an awesome time today. I learned a lot about fly fishing, and it was a new experience, Euro nymphing, and I also got one on a dry fly. It was amazing. So thank you guys for tuning in. Stay tuned for more camping, fishing adventures out here in the great wilderness of Colorado. And I'll see you on the next one.